Hello makers, I'm Gavin here at Minerva. I hope you are having a fantastic week. I am back with you today to introduce you to the latest Minerva sewing kits that we're adding to our collection. Now, I don't know what it's like where you are, but right here in Darwin, it is starting to feel very autumnal. So this month, we are focusing on some fantastic options for layering garments that will take you through the autumn months into winter. And we've got two fantastic options for you, which we think you are going to love. So this month, our new kits feature the New Look 6771 knit top, and the Monroe Turtleneck from Tessuti Fabrics. Now, our Minerva sewing kits contain absolutely everything you need to sew a complete garment. So you get the fabric, you get coordinating thread, you get the perfect needles to use with the fabric, and you get all the notions that you might need as well to sew up that particular garment. This makes them a fantastic option for beginners. They're a super gift for sewists, particularly as we're coming into that gifting season. And they're just a fantastic option if you just want to make sure that you've got everything you need to get started on your next sewing project. You've got everything there to hand, all in one bag, and you're good to go. Our Minerva sewing kits are also fully customizable. So what this means is that you can pick and choose which elements you want in your kits. You can either do this before you add things to your basket or afterwards, but it means that you can get the kit exactly the way you want it. So maybe you want a little bit of extra fabric, so you've got some for playing around for other options, so you've got a little bit of extra room for mistakes. Maybe you've already got the pattern and you don't need that as part of your kit, or you're good for needles at the moment. You can add in, remove items exactly how you want to get kits exactly the way you want them. So let's take a look at what we've got inside our kits for you this month. So the first of our pattern selections for you this month is the New Look 6771 knit top. Now, this pattern has some lovely features that I think elevates it above just a simple sweatshirt pattern. For example, you've got this lovely crossover slouchy cowl neck style detail, which gives you a few layers around the collar, and that gives you just an extra bit of warmth for the cooler months. You've got a nice bit of shaping through these kind of slanted seams. You also get these super kangaroo pockets at the front, which double up as hand warmers for those days when the cold wind is biting a little bit. It's got long sleeves, and overall it's a pretty simple make that we think you're going to love. Now, our New Look 6771 kits provide everything you need to sew the knit top included in the pattern. This pattern also has a pair of knit trousers in it as well. So if you fancied sewing up some coordinating trousers or just making yourself that full loungewear, leisure wear set, you've got that option there as well. Now, we don't include the elements you need to sew those pants in this kit. So if you did want to sew those as well, do bear in mind that you will need a few extra elements and some additional fabric. Now, this pattern is available in a single size range, and that covers sizes XS to XXL, which covers a bust size of 29.5 inches to 48 inches. Or if you're a metric person, that is 75 centimetres to 122 centimetres. Now, this pattern is suitable for moderate stretch knits, so you're looking at anything that's got at least 35% stretch across the width. So good options are jersey, Ponte Roma, French terry, or a fleece back sweatshirt. We've paired up this pattern with our Minerva Exclusive Ponte Roma fabric this month, so we'll take a look at that in a little bit more detail shortly. Additional to the fabric and the pattern, you get coordinating thread to match your fabric. You get some seam binding for a few of the details in the pattern. And we've paired up this fabric with our size 90 ballpoint needles. And that will just get you great results with Ponte Roma because you need a ball point just to push through between those threads rather than piercing them. And that means it'll reduce the chances of you getting any unravelling with your knit fabric. Now, the fabric we've chosen for you in these kits is our Minerva Exclusive Ponte Roma. This is just a lovely option for comfortable leisure wear, and it's a really nice option for the transitional months, as this is 270 GSM, which makes it a bit heavier than a standard jersey. That puts it into our medium to heavyweight category, and it just has that nice substantial feel to it while still being wonderfully soft and cozy to wear against the skin. The makeup of this fabric is 23% viscose, 74% polyester with 3% elastane, and that gives you that fabulous 40% stretch across the width, and you also get 20% stretch down the length as well. So let's take a look at the fabric options that we've got for you in our kits this month. Now, this is a fabulous option if you like your prints with a darker background. This is our Expressive Butterflies design, and this particular colourway is called Admiral. Now, this has a lovely dark black background. On our Ponte Roma, it's got a real textured look and feel to it. So it does give that slightly mild striped effect to it, which softens down dark colours. So you do end up with a more of a charcoal feel to it rather than a true black. And across this, you've got these beautiful coloured butterflies in purples and orange. And if you think butterfly prints are more of a spring-summer design, I think this one shows you that it can be a lovely autumn-winter option too. And this particular one has been sewn up for us by Sarah and the gang. Next up, we have a lovely botanical-inspired design, and this particular one is called Escargot Estate. Again, this one has a dark black background, which comes across as a lovely charcoal grey on the Ponte Roma. And this one has some lovely designs of flowers across it in a multitude of colours. And you've also got these little snails in the garden as well, hence the name of the print. Now, I think this is a lovely way of bringing botanicals in a colourway that's more suitable maybe for the autumn and winter months. And this particular one has been sewn up for us by Amre the Sea Sews. Now we're going a little bit brighter and bolder with this design, and this particular one is called Floral Burst, and you'll see why. So this one is set against a dark navy, slightly purpley background, and across it are these lovely flourishes of flowers in magentas, reds, oranges, with these lovely cyan and turquoise leaves going across it as well. I think this is a lovely floral print, but again for the autumn-winter months. It's a little bit more subtle, it's a bit more subdued, but it's still got some really joyful tones there. And I think particularly these scarlet reds and oranges, they're harking back to autumnal leaves, and I think this would be a lovely option for throughout the autumn months. And this particular one has been sewn up for us by Girls in the Garden. Now, talking of autumnal florals, here is another delightful option for you. This particular print is called Summer Solitude, but it's a lovely print, I think, for the autumn months because of these really gorgeous golden tones running throughout it. Again, this one is on a black background, which reads as charcoal on the Ponte Roma. And this one has bands of designs running across it. So it's a lovely way, if you like stripes, this is a way of bringing a slightly striped feel into your designs, but whilst also having all that joyful design of a floral print. So you've got these barley gold bands running across it with dancing lines of pink flowers, white daisies, red flowers. It's just a lovely mix of colours that just gives a little golden lift to a darker print. This particular one has been sewn up for us by Sobi73. And last but not least is the print that we've used for our sample. And this particular one is called Autumn Orchard. Now this one is on a deep blue background and has an array of woodland scenes across it. So you have these soft coral and orange trees with the little floral details running through it. It really has a woodland autumnal feel to it, and I think the mix of those oranges and that deep navy blue makes for a really lovely combination that I think works fantastically well for the New Look 6771. Now this particular one has been sewn up for us by Chalcedonian Sewing. The New Look 6771 pattern is a relatively straightforward sew, but if you do need a little bit of extra help, or you just like that knowing that you've got an extra helping hand with you by your side while you're sewing, we've got a full free sew along for this pattern, which you'll find on the Minerva YouTube and also on our Minerva TV page right here at Minerva. And this has been recorded by Diane, and she will help you through every step of the way to help you create your very own New Look 6771 knit top. Our second featured pattern this month is the Monroe Turtleneck from Tessuti. Now this is a boxy top with some lovely features which just make it a really nice relaxed fit and super for lazy days throughout the autumn. So this has a turtleneck collar which folds over and gives you that double level of nice coziness around the neck. It has a relaxed drop shoulder design, and you've got the option of 3/4 length sleeves or full length sleeves if you want to be extra cozy. Relaxed and easy to wear, this is a quick sewing project and a really classic autumn-winter wardrobe essential. So the paper pattern included in our kits covers sizes XXS to XXL. And that covers a bust range of 81 to 111 centimetres, which equates to 32 to 44 inches. Now the Monroe pattern is ideally suited to stretch knit fabrics, including cotton jersey, viscose jersey, French terry and Ponte Roma. I think for this one, we wouldn't recommend, say, a sweatshirt fabric because it might just end up being that little bit too bulky around the collar and neckline. But anything from a jersey up to Ponte Roma would be ideal and get you a really lovely, versatile top that can take you through the seasons. So let's take a look at what you get inside your Monroe kits. Now, of course, you get a full copy of the Tessuti Monroe Turtleneck pattern. And we, again, have paired up this particular pattern with some gorgeous prints from our Minerva Exclusive Ponte Roma range. We also include within the kit some coordinating thread, so you've got a perfect match to your fabric. And also we include size 90 ballpoint needles for great results with our Ponte Roma fabric. And we also include our twin ballpoint needles so that you can get fantastic results finishing those hems as well. Now, if you haven't worked with twin needles before, don't worry, we have of course got a full free sew along for you for the Monroe pattern. Diane will walk you through every aspect of creating this lovely style, including how to use the twin ballpoint needles for finishing off your hems. If you don't fancy using that, of course our kits are fully customizable, so you could easily remove the ballpoint needle from your kits and just finish your hems in whatever way you're most comfortable with. So here's our favourite bit. Let's take a look at the different fabrics that we've picked out for you for the Monroe kits this month. Now, this is a particular favourite print of mine. I love a bit of black and white. I've used this one myself on some of our scuba. This is our inverse chapters design. And if you like a bold graphic print, if you like something that's a bit abstract, then this is a lovely option. So this is a black and white design with really kind of graphic, abstract, hashed shapes across it. It's really quite unusual, but I think it's just a really a really fun, quite versatile design. This is one of those designs that you could cut up as much as you like. You don't really need to worry about pattern matching because it's so abstract anyway. And I think this is a really nice option for the Tessuti Monroe. And this particular one has been sewn up for us by Pocketful of Rainbows. Now, our second option for you this month in our Monroe kits is a really fun one. This is our Astral Flow print, and this comes in a range of different colourways. The one we've chosen for our kits is called Cosmic, and this is, if you like it wild, this one's quite wild. The background has these swirling myriad of colours going across it. I would say predominantly you're looking at kind of deep green, deep blue, deep teal undertones. But across that, you've got these flashes of stars, just giving that bit of additional fun, interest. You can probably see the white stars, but there's also black stars going in there as well, blue ones. It's a real fun, really interesting design. And this particular one has been sewn up for us by Anne Summerroom Sewing. Now, if you like to reach for natural toned prints during the autumn months, anything that reminds you of like falling leaves, that crisp turn from the greens of summer into the golds and browns of autumn, then I think you're going to love this print. This particular one is called Butterfly Brush, and it has these lovely sweeps of colour across it. I'd say the background is actually a soft dusky pink, but across that you've got sweeps of black, you've got dark khaki green, and these lovely rich rusty tones of brown and gold. And in amongst that there are these little ghostly echoes of white butterflies as well. So again, I think this is a lovely way of bringing a butterfly print that you might think of as being a spring-summer design and pulling it into an autumn colourway. I really love this print. I think this is a fun option. It would go with so many other items probably in your autumn wardrobe if you like those rusty tones in your jackets, in trousers and skirts. This will pair beautifully with those. And this particular one has been sewn up for us by Scissors Paper Sewn. For our fourth design, we've got this lovely print which we call Silver Linings. Now, this is a slightly celestial influence design. So you've got a deep black background with these lovely watercolour splodges of greens and deep blues throughout. And interspersed with that, you've got these subtle little hints at constellations going on in the background. So it's one of those prints where it looks quite abstract and beautiful from a distance, but as you get closer, there's more detail to discover. So it has so many layers to it. It's a really lovely design, especially if you're someone who likes green and teal tones. This is a really nice option for you. And this particular one has been sewn up for us by Annette Art. And then lastly, but by no means least, is this beautiful design which we have here for you in our sample garment. Now this design is called Feline Flow, and I think this is such an elegant way of doing animal prints. So the background on this one is a soft cream, and sweeping across that you've got these flowing ripples of subtle animal prints in a mix of olive green and deep watercolour greens, along with blacks, and then hidden amongst them are faces of cheetahs peering out against this feline flow. It's quite subtle as animal prints go, but it still gives you that feeling. There's lots of interest there. It has the feel of an abstract while also having specific pictures going on in there as well. It's a lovely print, and I think one that would see you through pretty much all year round. and this particular one has been sewn up for us by Vintage Joe So-and-So. Now, as always, we will tag all the patterns, the fabrics featured in this video below this video. So if there's any of those that you are interested in, you can follow those links below. We'll also include full links directly to each of the kits. So if there's a particular kit you're interested in, you can head straight over there. You'll see more details about the kit. You'll see more maker inspiration photos. And you can also then click the Add to Basket link to add the full kit to your basket. All our Minerva sewing kits are fully customizable, so that means that before adding to your kit or afterwards once in the basket, you can adjust quantities, pick and choose which elements from those kits you want. Additionally, the fabrics that we've used in the kit this month are all from our print on demand range. And what that means is there are over 1,800 different prints available that you can choose on any of our fabric base cloths. So if you like Ponte Roma but maybe fancy choosing a different print, there are so many to choose from. Now you can use the filters on site to filter down to maybe colours that you're interested in or types of patterns that you're interested in. So if you want a blue animal print, you can use those filters and narrow that search down to just the types of print-on-demand fabrics you're looking for. But there's more. If you really love some of the prints that we showcased for you in these kits, but maybe fancy these particular prints on a different base cloth, you've got that option too. So maybe you would like to try a French terry, or a sweatshirt fabric. Maybe you'd like one of these fabrics on a charmeuse silky satin, or maybe our viscose challis. You've got that option. You can match any print to any base cloth and get the quantity that you want printed just for you. So that's it for our brand new kits. Which of these is your favourite? Is there one of these patterns that you particularly like? Maybe you've sewn them up before? Let us know in the comments. We would love to hear what you think about the fabrics, what you think about the patterns. If you have sewn up these patterns before, why not sign up to Minerva? It's completely free, and then you can share your makes so that other makers can be inspired by what you've made. If you did enjoy this video, do please give us a like and give us a subscribe so that you don't miss any of our latest Minerva TV videos. You can find our full range of videos over on YouTube, or you can also head to the Minerva TV tab on our website as well. And we have new inspiration coming for you every single day. So we have sew-alongs, fantastic learn to sew inspiration. We have a free pattern drafting series. The inspiration never stops. We have new videos for you every day. So make sure you sign up and watch what we have to offer. That's all I have for you today. So I will be back for you next month with a whole new range of Minerva sewing kits. Until then, happy sewing.